Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick video. My name is François. If it's your first time to discover me, I'm the main trainer and founder of Global Street Trader Academie, GSTA, which is a Canadian online academy where we teach people how to trade properly stock, bond, indices, forex market, also equity market, ETF, those stuff. So if you're very interested about like a frame work, about also mentoring program, I kindly recommend you to keep in touch with us. You can take a look definitely on our website, which is www.globalstreettrader.com, or send us a message, or you can shoot me us also an email as the contact at globalstreettrader.com, contact at globalstreettrader.com. So Global Street Trader in one word. Okay, in this video I would like to discuss about just giving a quick point of view. I won't be long this video. It's about the fact that most of retail traders lose money, unfortunately, again on financial market, because they didn't know about the fact that they're not alone on the financial market. We are tons of players on the financial market. We are retail traders, we have institutional trader, especially them. We are also banks, central banks too, like including the forex markets. We do have also like a tons of player. They could play or they could act directly or indirectly, you know. And sometimes you might find, when you, like, if you remember when you're starting for trading, when you discover the first time the financial markets, you could probably find yourself that when you get into a trade, you think that the market going directly against you, right? Or you can also think about, like, when you when you make a strategy, everything is good, your plan is still like looking great, and when you want to take a position, then the markets, like, you know, turn against you drastically, and you don't know why. And you know why each time that you get into the market you lose money, even you're going in the both way. If you buy it, you lose. If you short, you lose. If you stay neutral, you lose again. So it's these things, it's very important, because the fact that you do trading, because it's coming a lot of time it's coming on the, like, a forex market, right? Forex market, it's very is, for me, I'm not kidding, right? I just tell you, like, straight like this, that forex markets is the most difficult asset traded, like, really, because forex markets, it's just like the forex, or the currency asset, is an instrument for macroeconomic instrument, right? So when you do trading, when you trade a forex market, that being said, you need to be aware about how the central banks works, how the big player are positioning. It's very important, because you lose money partially because you go against them, and you cannot go against them. You need to go with them because they make the market. And also you need to be aware about, like, aggregate macroeconomic data. You need to be aware about politics, which is all the stuff which is, like, influencing very well the evolution of the currency market. So there's a tons of, like, factors which will have to be mastered before to starting trade, right? And that's why when you're a beginner, like, you discover the financial market, I don't know why people they absolutely want to trade forex market. I mean, you need to studying before to learn the basic things, how the market evolve. You need also to know about like the functioning and of the market, how the price are, are evolved, and how the price also are being set to the like the huge banks, and also what's the role of hedge funds, right? Because hedge funds work in the same thing, in the same direction with central banks, right? Most of hedge funds know what will be the next move for the central banks, and also institutional trader. Especially institutional trader works with in the hedge fund, because hedge fund is a big stuff, right? It's a huge investment fund, and they put a lot of money. They can make the money, they can make the market moving all around, like from left to the right, right? And that's why you need to be aware about them, right? And also you need to know how the hedge fund set the target, how they set the point. Basically, I'm feeling also a bit lucky, because I work as a small hedge fund, Canadian hedge fund. So I know how they work, and that's why I teach through my academy. And so if you're interested, you can come in and to take a look. But essentially, when you know how the hedge fund are be positioning, you will probably make money with them, because I saw like a French traders. I already do a critic of that. He said that traders are communist, because he consider as we fight against the banks, we fight against hedge fund, and which absolutely is totally wrong about that. I never been agree with especially he wrote a nice books. He's a French books. I read that, but the fact that he said retail traders fight against banks, it doesn't make sense. You cannot work about banks, right? You cannot fighting against hedge fund. You need to be with them, because when you're going with the same direction, they make like the first movement as the institutional trader. Like as you see here in the screen, you see this is a canadienne. Canadienne is a forex pair cross market. I giving a signal through the French community on the trading, through like Trading View if you follow me, or also on my on the trading school, on the Facebook page on the trading school for the Gestier. And it was easy trade, because that trade, it was like we do a scenario first. My first scenario was bullish, right? And when we coming at that level here, if I'm zooming right, like this screen, if you see, we were there, right? We bought the market around here, right? When we break it, we were stuck around there. We don't know what to do, because we were close to the top of this ascending channel, right? But I was pretty much sure, not 100%, but 80%, that when the market like leave from bullish, they do stabilization, and then they can pursuing like the movement. So the market did not go to the bullish at bearish. There is a quite moment for stabilization. We were there, and the fact that I know that most of institutional traders, they will take a look on the global macroeconomic data before to create a new movement, right? So that's why I just let the market is dropping, right? I wasn't there here. I'm just like observing what happened in the next move. And when we starting to break this ascending channel, I was quite pretty much sure that it was a time for short. And I'm just like waiting about the best price for getting entry. And look at that, I short over here, right? And that's why I told you, when you do trading, it's not something like, it's not difficult, it's not a rocket science. It's just based on the on the logic, and based on the fact that if you know about like how the market like in generally evolved, you know about how the market doing from like living from like bullish side to stabilization and then bearish, you cannot like anticipate all 100% the market, but you can be also in the same times where those big players make the movement, right? Because it's the goal. We don't want to predict the market. We don't want to anticipate that. We just want to be with them when they make a movement and you want to make money. This is all the essential task that traders must to do. You have to first to protect his capital, and also after make money with that. And to make money, you don't want to fight against each other. That's why I told you need to be aware that you're not alone on the market, right? Most of traders, or most of like unfortunately retail trader, they think about they have to fight against someone somewhere in the market and take that money. It's not true. You just like, you need to take a position. As you take a position, you just choose you just choose a side. You take a decision to be in the bullish or in the bearish side, right? And according your analysis, according the way that you're reasoning, according that the fact that you know that where potentially institutional or hedge fund could be could put a play or place a trade there, you can choose which one side you decide which one side you want to go with them. Okay, so that's why this notion is very important to understand, definitely, because if you think about that trading is based on indicators, is based on like some like magic move or magic holy grail for something, a miraculous method, you'll be totally every time wrong. It's just based on the logic and how you think about the market first, what the player have been placed like around the area that you're looking for, and after also how or which one price based on the game between the demand and the supply, for sure, as I teach through the academy. And that's why you need to be really frame about that. You need to be aware about those notions, as I describe sometimes in my board on the back here, and also trying to explain you definitely what's the logic that you need to be aware about that. Okay, so this trade here was a very an easy trade. I don't want to be arrogant, but it was definitely easy to do that, because we made a scenario, bullish scenario before. We get in a trade, the trade have been invalidated, so we just changed our mind and doing in deduction where potentially the hedge fund could be placed, right? And that trade, I send that free to the trading view in video for the French community 2 hours before this short. So no excuse to miss that short. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please feel free to make us know that, and also you can leave a comment. You can also send directly us a message if you're interested to be framed on the financial market. We do actually starting like the subscription about the GTP, which is Global Trading Program. It's starting at the 1st of February and is ending to the 15th February. I will make a official communication about that for probably the next week. So please feel free to ask any type of question about that if you're really interested, and also like it, subscribe to this page at Facebook and also YouTube channel, and we'll see you around for the next video. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend and see you around. Bye bye.